and the Lexus RX.
Welcome back, everybody. Since the War on Terror, thousands of American troops have returned home with war wounds, but there is a local organization that aims to improve the lives of veterans who have been injured in battle. We're talking about the Dive Pirates Foundation. They're holding a cutthroat chili cook-off this weekend to help pay for training and equipment for veterans who sacrificed a whole lot for the United States. Joining us this morning, retired Army Specialist Dillion, Phil Riggs, the owner of the Blue Lagoon, where that cook-off is being held, and also Teresa Cortez from the Dive Pirates. We want to thank you all for being here. Dylan, let me start with you. Describe the challenges that you have faced. You were shot by a sniper in Iraq in 2006. You're now paralyzed from the chest down. What has life been like for you over the past 5 years?
It's been life-changing. It's definitely something you have to overcome mentally before you can actually do it. You have to be prepared in your head before you can actually go through with physical therapy and, bettering yourself. You have to be ready for it.
When you went off to war, did you think about this was a possibility before you went?
No, honestly, most soldiers either think I'm going to come home or I'm going to end up dead. You don't, wonder, I'm going to be in a wheelchair and everything's going to be difficult for the rest of my life, but I keep my head up.
So obviously, yeah, you have a great attitude. Just from meeting you in the last hour and a half or so, you have a great attitude. Obviously, physically, you can't do some of the things you could do before.
Yes, sir.
Where we bring in Dive Pirates. And now, all of a sudden, you're going to be scuba diving. What does an activity like that mean to you and your personal freedom to be able to go do stuff like that?
I can be just like everybody else. There's nothing that holds me back, and I can get out and be normal and see the world.
Let me ask you, Teresa, who's the executive director of Dive Pirates. How does it make you feel? You all work with 8 to 10 veterans every year, I understand. How does it make you feel when you hear stories of guys like Dylan who have such a good spirit that are still out there doing what you all do with scuba diving?
Well, Dylan personifies what we do, so that when we see his happy face, when we see his having fun and being able to share something with everybody else, able-bodied and not, that's what we do. That's how we enjoy it. And the great thing is the water is just a great equalizer. So once you get out, let's get out of the chairs, let's get in the water, and then it's fun. It's freedom. It's a wonderful experience, and it's a life-changing experience. You can do it for the rest of your life with friends and family.
Speaking of fun and freedom, we're talking about this very serious subject. At the same time, we've got a bunch of chili and cheese sitting here on the set. I want to ask Phil, the owner of the Blue Lagoon, who will be hosting this chili cook-off this weekend. It's outside of Huntsville. Just tell us what made you, Phil, get involved with such a special group of people.
Well, about 3 years ago, I noticed when we first owned the lagoon, these instructors would come out with these young men and women training, and I just got to watching them, and over time, kind of wanted to learn more about them. And this year, one of the instructors I came close to, I started talking to him about it, and he told me what they were all about, and I said, if I can help, my wife and I would be glad to, so here we are.
Well, that is outstanding, Dylan. How are your cooking skills? You do any chili cooking? I bet your chili eating skills are pretty good.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
The official taster.
Teresa, very quickly, tell us when and where people can go to be part of the chili cook-off.
Okay, the Blue Lagoon in Huntsville. Gates open at 8, but you can be there anytime in the morning. Chili testing and tasting and judging is at 1:30. So I would be there around 11 because we're also going to have an underwater scavenger hunt and just a lot of pirate fun.
Well, we appreciate the time, Dylan. You are indeed a courageous person, and we appreciate your time for coming on and telling your story. Melissa, over to you.
Guys in Clear Lake this weekend as the annual balloon